Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome back to Remarkable Replays. And today we're on Two Brothers for our finale for Season 2. Yes, I can't believe it's a Season 2 finale, that came up fast. And I'm ending this season with a match in the Lightning. And this match was supplied by...
Show 'em what we've got, chaps.
Dart. I like that. Nice, short and simple. Dart. Thank you for that. And let's see what we got. We've got a submarine aside, tier 6. It's an on-tier match. There's no carriers to worry about and no radar to worry about on the enemy team. Okay, and we're going down the 10 line, heading into
Teammate,
9.
I need your support.
Now you can get the Lightning on the Daring Tech Tree line, and she sits at tier 8 in the tier 8 slot. And what can I tell you? She is incredibly stealthy. She's got a detect of 5.5 kilometers. And she also gets the 120mm guns. And the turrets rotate all the way around, so she can always bring all turrets to bear if needed quite quickly, depending on where they need to aim. So, pretty good for that. She's got the short puff smokes, which I've got the 40-second dispersion time on them, and a cooldown time between puffs of 70 seconds. And of course the Royal Navy Long Hydro, which lasts for about 3 minutes or just over, depending on what flags and consumables you're running. And with a detection of ships of 3 kilometers and torpedoes of 3 kilometers, and submarines at 2 if they're at maximum depth, although it will detect a submarine on the surface or at periscope depth to 3 kilometers, which is very nice indeed. Right, he's scouting for his team and he's going into the decap. Submarines are on the other flank. This game pretty much sets itself up in mirror mode for this domination match. And there's the Farragut. Okay, so, and you see, lit him at 6.1 kilometers. The thing is, Dart is still dark, and he can now decide whether he wants to engage the target or whether he just wants to keep him lit for his team. So far, they've got 2k spotting damage down on the Farragut. Okay, he's looking at the torps. He decides to launch them in normal spread as opposed to narrow spread. You can launch them, and by narrow spread I mean individually. You can launch the torpedoes individually in Royal Navy destroyers. Okay, Tiger's pushing in hard and has lit Dart. Dart is now in some danger as the Tiger 59 is right on his case, so he smokes up.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Smoke screen set.
And he's using the AP. And he was very aware of the fact that the Tiger 59 is a light cruiser and therefore can be Citadel. Got 2 Citadels into his side there. And boom! There goes the Farragut. Caught out by one of the Lightning's torpedoes. And there's another 5 Citadels. Wow. And he's risking it. And down goes the Tiger 59. So we've just dispatched Tiger 59 and the Farragut. That's crazy. The Tiger 59 does actually have radar. I thought as much. I was saying, oh, no radar. But then I don't know much about the Tiger 59 because, if I'm brutally honest, I don't think I'd touch one with a long barge pole. I certainly don't own one in either my NA account or my EU account. I'm rather proud of that fact.
Requesting assistance.
Yeah, radar cruiser that can last about 5 seconds in a firefight with a Lightning. Okay, there we go. Kagero being lit. He's very low. We're going to finish him off? Yes, we are. The Budioni takes the kill. And spotting damage is up to 22k now. And he's managed to, by hanging around on the cap, get 19,920 objective points. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And 195,100 potential damage came his way there. But he's still got over 8k health left. Good job, Dart. off to a very strong start. We've only 5 minutes into the match with 2 sinkings and 10 citadels. And Team Red is taking a bit of a kicking at this point. Teammates are following up and pushing through, which is refreshing to see. Caraccio receiving a lot of fire while he keeps him lit. And Dart will now continue to spot for his team. Very good destroyer play here. Contests the cap, takes the cap, takes out 2 of their ships, and is now keeping targets lit for his team. And he's going to join in the firefight on the Caracciolo. The Caracciolo. I don't blame him. I don't think he's a danger. The guns on that battleship are pointing in completely the opposite direction, and the Ismail isn't looking at him either. So, quite right to open fire. And you can see how the turrets track their target. You see that rear turret on the Lightning can literally do a 360 if it has to. Okay, he's now swapping to the Ismail, having succeeded in getting fires on the Caracciolo. Okay. Battleship goes down, burning to the Badioni. I'm seeing a recurring theme here, aren't I? And now he's firing on the Ismail, who is looking a bit shaky. He's healing through it. Can you get a fire on him?
Our team has
Not
taken
before the
lead.
Gneisenauer takes the Ismail out with a torpedo. Strong push going on here. Okay, Team Red have already lost 5 ships, and it's not looking very good for them. And the right flank has completely collapsed. If you check the mini-map, you'll see what I'm talking about. No one's gone up the river in the middle. Sad face. There's now a Tirpitz closing in to try and stall their push. But we've got a Farragut, a Lightning, a Badioni and an Iparanga all pushing towards the sea cap. At least the Badioni would be if he wasn't kiting away farming the Tirpitz with his HE. And the NC, the North Carolina, has taken position on D to defend. Sims coming under fire. Kios over there. Sitting in the Farragut's American smoke. Thank you very much for that. Lovely team play going on here on Team Green. It's really refreshing to see. And they take the cap. Dart puts his hydro on. And continues to rain hell on the Sims, who has decided discretion is a better part of valor, and he's trying very desperately to break off and go dark, but he's on fire. Oh, I think the fire's going to get him. That's my prediction. Sims is going to burn out. Or not. Okay. Sims survives to fall out of it. Meanwhile, Team Red have been left with everything to play for and everything to do. Okay, there's the Kios. The Paranga takes out the Sims with his secondaries. Cardi destroys their York. Helen's looking low.
Smoke generator activated.
And we hit another short puff of smoke. Because he's a little concerned about the potential of being hit by the Tirpitz's secondaries. But you can't, I don't believe you can push Tirpitz secondaries out further than about 9.5 kilometers, but correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, it's more like 11, isn't it? Tirpitz, secondary range, 10.5, 11 kilometers. What do you reckon? It's been a while since I played that ship, but she's essentially a Bismarck, isn't she? So it's not 9, it's more like 11, 10. I'm thinking of the Sharnost, aren't I? Of course I am. I've been playing a lot of Tier 7 ranked, so that would explain that one. See a lot of Sharnos in Tier 7 rank. A lot. Okay, well, he secured 2 caps and is now pushing forward to see if he can secure his 3rd. Meanwhile, Team Red has completely collapsed. This has been a bit of a blowout match for them. We've been playing for, what, 11 minutes? Just under 11 minutes. And they're down to 3 ships. And our plucky little Lightning, played by Dart here, is raining hell in the Graf Spey, looking to get another fire. Nagato takes out the Tirpitz. Getting some very solid hits in on the Graf Spey. And down he goes. Of course he got a fire at the end, of course he did. And that's match. Wow. So, 443,099 credits earned. He got a Dev Strike. He got a First Blood, which was excellent. Three sinkings. 106,200 damage, which is not too shabby at all in a Lightning, I can tell you that much. And top of the team with 2,417 base XP. Very nice too. And he did 28k to the Tiger, 8k to the Farragut, 5k to the Graf Spey, 37k to the Tirpitz. And a pretty decent spread of damage to all the other ships that encountered him. 106,200 total, 74,000 from the main battery. 51,000 of that was from the HE, 22k of that was from the AP. Torpedoes, 8,616. And fires, 22,845. And if we look at the credits and XP, he was running the 20% bonus. So he gets 374,053. And there's a breakdown of the ship XP and the commander XP. Very well played, Dart. Very well played indeed. And thank you for the upload.
Thus ends Season 2 of Remarkable Replays. Stay tuned for Season 3 coming up after the summer break as we enjoy a couple of months of sun, sea, and ice cream. Yes, some sun, sea. You get the idea. Anyway, I'll see you all in Season 3. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.